Hey Jake, how you doing today?
Great, you?
Doing great, thanks. Thanks again for joining us last night and for giving us some time today. I was curious. I don't remember looking at your minor league splits if you had balanced numbers against righties and lefties. Do you remember what they were in the minor leagues? The only reason I'm asking is because last year the numbers against left-handers were not as good, but I don't remember there being a big issue in the minors.
Yeah, I think they're always around the same.
Yeah.
I think 2019 I actually might have hit better against lefties, but we also faced a ton that year. I think I had maybe like 150 at bats off of lefties in 2019.
So then last year, the 218 average against lefties, I mean, obviously part of it is you're facing major league pitching, but was there anything else that was going on that made it more challenging for the left hand at bats last year?
I don't think it was necessarily anything challenging. I think it was 60 games, and
Okay.
over a full season, I think it evens itself out, just like everything else.
Yeah, fair enough. So it's just a small sample size, and over a course of a 162, it'd probably been right at balance. So you weren't feeling anything
Oh
different,
no,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
Because one of the things about your streak so far is that you put in some really tough at bats against some tough lefties to get it done. So I guess you're feeling good on all aspects. Was there anything in particular this offseason, though, that you were thinking about working on or trying to improve on coming into the season from the offensive side?
Um, no, not really. I mean, the going into the 2019 season, I started hitting actually off of a lefty BP thrower every day. So I've been doing that ever since, and it's been working.
Yeah. Thanks, Jake.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We'll go to Jeff.
Hey, Jake, I wonder if you could kind of turn back the clock a little bit. Subbing in at first base last year, I mean, that was kind of what seemed to launch you. What do you remember about that time last year and getting comfortable over there and playing every day when Osmar was out?
Yeah, I think I said it a couple weeks ago. I was just like thrown in the fire in a place that I didn't expect to be in, and didn't really have any time to think about what was actually going on. So I think it was kind of a blessing in disguise. But it was super exciting to just get in a game, but then kind of establish myself and start playing every day. It was awesome.
Do you remember ever feeling a point when you knew you felt comfortable over there?
At first,
Yeah, at first base. Sorry.
well, I played a ton in college, so I think that's I was comfortable there, and then I haven't really played in the minors at all. I think I played one game in Double A, but I'd always been comfortable over there since college.
I think last year you said you made your debut. You weren't nervous. You wondered if it would be different if there were fans. And I know there's only 10,000. Did you feel any nerves, opening day going out there?
I think if there were fans last year, I definitely would have been nervous. um, but it was awesome. You get those jitters the first night, first time playing in front of fans, and it's always a great feeling.
You think you'll be nervous when it's 40,000 again? Instead of 10,000?
I don't know. Maybe we'll have to see. Hopefully we get there soon, though.
Well, thank you, Jake. Man.
Absolutely. Thanks, Jeff.
Go to Annie.
Hey, I have a question along those same lines. Like, has your family been able to see you play?
Yeah, this was. They're here right now. This is the first time they got to see me since 2019, but first time in the major leagues.
I mean, that's pretty incredible. So, like, all last year, right? I mean, they couldn't see, so you made your debut and everything. And so, is it, it's got to be a dream for them and maybe even for you to have them here, or what's it been like?
I think they're just glad they can watch the games on time because they're on the East Coast. So it's when our games would start last year, it was already 9:30, and they were already going to bed.
That's hilarious. That's great. Okay, so will they stay for the first homestand, or
Yeah,
what are
they're
they
gonna
planning
they're
on?
gonna stay through the rest of the weekend, and I think they're going back on Monday. But
Oh, that's
I
really
think they'll be out a couple more times.
That's really cool. That's really cool. And then last thing is just, I know it's only been two games, but has anything stood out to you about the team in general and how you guys have played the last two games?
I think just everybody's competing, no matter who's on the mound. Everybody's at bats. There's been some guys who've drawn some tough walks to extend innings, and obviously Haas has had some huge hits and with two outs and guys in scoring position. But yeah, I think it's been a collective effort.
Yeah, I mean on the walks, like we've seen a lot of 9 pitch at bats, 6 pitch at bats, everything like that. That's continuing what you guys did last year. How much of a focus this spring training was that again to have those at bats?
Yeah, I think it's just carrying over and just making sure everybody has quality at bats. You put your best at bat forward, even if you strike out and the guy throws 11 pitches. He threw 11 pitches, and now he's got 80 pitches in the fourth inning or 80 pitches in the fifth, and now we're getting into their bullpen.
Thanks, Jake. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks, Annie.
Go to AJ.
Jake, going back to opening day, did you think you got all of that triple that hit the top of the wall?
I did not get all of it. I was just hoping it was staying fair.
Okay, so you knew off the bat that it wasn't.
I didn't think it was going to be a home run. I got it a little bit off the end, but yeah, I was just hoping it was staying fair.
Okay, so this is kind of like just a personal opinion, but I feel like triples, maybe more than any other play, involve fans the most. What did you notice from, like, did you notice anything external?
I saw somebody said something. They kept getting louder and louder as I was running. But yeah, you can hear them a little bit. But yeah, it's I always like hitting triples, but it's yeah.
What are some of the things that you have maybe noticed more that maybe you didn't expect that you would have noticed right away from, like, being in a setting where fans are?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I haven't played in front of, and nobody has since 2019, but just like their involvement in every pitch. I mean, Blake's first pitch last night, everybody was on their feet. That was pretty awesome. So just little things like that you start to notice, and like you start getting the chills in certain moments. But yeah, it's pretty awesome.